Hello, a warm welcome to you from SJT University. I am Abhishek Dubey from the Faculty of Mass Communication and Media Technology. Today, we will be learning about the source for development stories, governmental and non-governmental. So let us begin. Before getting into understanding the sources of development news, let's just learn the concept of development. The word development in itself is a very complex phenomenon, as everything and anything around has its own definition of development, like development of seed lies in budding, development of trees lies in yielding fruits, development of new entrepreneur lies in building itself in market, while for already established one might be sale, recognition, etc. Thus, measurement of definition of development varies, and the type of journalism that deals with the concept of growth of rural and urban areas, agriculture, family planning, industrial production sector, etc. is called development journalism. Further, such stories are called development stories. Talking about origin of development communication, it dates back to third world nations, and communication came out to be an relevant tool in shaping such development program in 1960s. Now, to understand it with more clarity, let us understand the concept of third world nations, for which we will be learning the first, second and third in detail. First world countries were known the most highly industrialized, and their views were aligned with the NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and capitalism. While the second category, second world countries, supported communism and the Soviet Union. Most of these countries were formally controlled by the Soviet Union. Many countries of East Asia also fit into second world countries. Third world countries included nations in Asia and Africa that were not aligned with either the United States or the Soviet Union. Now, in part because the Soviet Union no longer exists, the definition of third world is outdated and considered offensive. Now, next important terminology for today is sources. As already you must have read in the title, there are two types of sources for development journalism: government sources and non-government sources. Let us first understand the relevance of sources in journalism. A source in journalism refers to a person, publication, or other record or document that provides information about any happening or event. And when such sources provide information related to development programs, events, happenings are called development news sources. Moving ahead to government sources, so we have different areas of sources for development news. First, agriculture domain in India, thus its progress and development in the rural areas covers large portion of development news. So for news related to agriculture, we'll look up to stories related to development in plants, innovations in minerals, fertilizers, pesticides, hormones and other chemicals, both at the production and post-harvest phase of agriculture. Development in improved farm machinery, irrigation sources and techniques, post-harvest processing, storage and marketing, management and monitoring techniques leading to more efficient land and water use, management of energy, crop and pest control, and provision of effective marketing facilities form a system of land and water use, structured primarily for the needs of family to any one responsive to the needs of the market. Taking about source for all such information, there are about 250 periodicals on farming, which provide basic information on agriculture and useful data on rural development. In addition, rural programs such as the Integrated Rural Development Program (IRDP). Another is training of rural youth for self-employment, development of women and children in rural areas, National Rural Employment Program, Employment Guarantee Program, and many others. All these programs seek to provide employment to the unemployed and raise the income level of the people. Thus, as a development reporter, you can choose any program and monitor its progress in a regular column in your medium, electronic or print. You can help in finding out why the benefit of these programs are not reaching the target people. You can help in mobilizing people's participation in this program. Similarly, we have different areas like area of health and hygiene, social and economic issues, industrial development, energy and environment, women's and children's welfare, literacy and adult education, population and family planning, marriages and other customs that cover other development news. Thus, majority the sources include research books, reports of the Government of India's Department of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, Planning Commission and institutions. Now, moving ahead to non-government sources. Non-government agencies, private organizations, non-government institutions, non-government organizations. So all the work done by such organizations working for social welfare, development of society and tackling various issues. Their programs, annual half-yearly reports are the non-government sources. Now, after learning about government and non-government sources, it is important to know what are the another things the development journalist must keep in mind. The task of collecting information, transforming it into a right format and passing it on to the users. Second is, again, the success stories will inspire more. Third is, avoid technical jargon and approach directly in a simple language. Tap every source of information. So today we covered the government and non-government sources of development stories. And the next time we meet, we will be exploring the tools and techniques of diverse development reporting and writing. Keep learning, keep growing. See you next time.